just how this Seahawks starting defense has only played 4 snaps together all season. So Rob, just from you, like when these guys come back, Mike McDonald said today that if they could have, they would have played. But then we had reports earlier that was like, oh, they were going to, they could have been able to play. So a little bit of a mixed messages that I'm hearing at least. But when they do come back, because they're projected to be back after the bye, what do you think this Seahawks secondary is going to look like?
Well, it's really important to get back because I was looking at PFF earlier and everybody on Seattle's defense is really bad. So it's important that they get some good players back. I noticed that Leonard Williams got a 61.4 for his performance yesterday, and that was Seattle's 12th best defender apparently. And I mean, look, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I watched that game yesterday and thought Leonard Williams was freaking awesome again. So I didn't think he was the 12th best Seahawks defender. But maybe they should go and replace him with Tier Tart or somebody like that, who's obviously having a much better season. And Nick Memori was another one. Brian mentioned him. I thought he was fantastic again yesterday and just looks like a developing talent. And his grade was 13 points lower than Brandon Peely's. So again, maybe I'm not looking at the right things here. Maybe Nick Memori was actually just pretty average in that game. So sarcasm aside, but I am British, so we have to be sarcastic once every 3 hours. I do think that is obviously going to be a huge boost. The defense has bounced back from that Tampa Bay game and put together 2 good performances now. If you then chuck in Julian Love and Devin Witherspoon, you got to imagine it's only going to be better. They've actually won if you'd have said, I think after the Buccaneers game, do you know what? Love and Witherspoon are not going to be back for the next 2 games. You might have feared what the result of those 2 games might be. And for the Seahawks to win both of them and now to have a bye week, to think that they might be fully recovered when you get back from that bye week is a huge positive. And I'm still keeping my hopes up that in the next couple of weeks, we may well see an addition via trade to this defense. So I'm hopeful that maybe there's somebody else, maybe even a couple of players might be added to this defensive unit, because I think if you could just get a little bit more in certain positions, then this could be a heck of a unit.
Did you guys pick up there was a little bit of a disconnect between Mike McDonald and John Schneider about Devin Witherspoon and Julian Love? Did you guys?
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, literally, I heard different things. So it's a genuine question. Brian, what should we know?
Well, so John Schneider, in his pregame interview for the radio yesterday, said it's that point in the season. You have to look at late November, December, January as well. So we're just doing the smart thing with those guys. They both really want to go, but working with our health of player and performance and athletic trainer, our medical staff, really listening to those guys, how they feel about their bodies. We don't want to put them in harm's ways. So we expect them back. So that sounds very much like they're thinking about the future. This was a chance they could have played, but they're trying to be conservative. Mike, today, when I asked him that question, was like, no, if they could have gone, they would have played. So maybe there's not as much daylight between those 2 statements, but John Schneider sounded to me like the interpretation was this was a conscious decision to hold them out with an eye on looking toward the rest of the year. And that's why I asked the question of Mike McDonald today, because that's pretty rare. Like most NFL teams, especially coaches, they want to win every single week, and you don't hold back your best players for sure. So whatever, they got away with it. And I hopefully that will mean that those guys will be available for the balance of the year, because they're huge parts of this defense. And I think there's a whole portion of this playbook that we haven't seen that will include Nicky Manwari and Devin Witherspoon on the field at the same time. I think those 2 in particular are really important.
Yeah, I think overall you can't be more excited about the Seahawks defense. And just to kind of read off some of those injury updates that you were discussing, Brian, McDonald does expect to have Devin Witherspoon, Love, and Derek Hall back for their game against the Commanders. Oots will hopefully also be included in that group. And then just noting some injuries from the game on Monday night, Derek Young did leave with a hip injury. There's no update on that and his status as of right now. So we will see just how that all plays out. But I guess the good thing is that for the Seahawks, they have time with the bye week to rest, recover, get rejuvenated, all those things. But just the success that the Seattle Seahawks defense has had without 2 of those big name guys is unbelievably impressive. But we do want to talk a little bit more about the Seahawks defense and what you need to be all excited for and the things that are coming up. But first, I'm so excited to share our sponsor for this season, the Sleeper app. If you haven't already heard us talk about it on this show, here's a quick video, so check it out.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code HMA. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
We're so excited to have the Sleeper app with us because, like this collective, it offers all the things. So many we could spend the whole show listing them off, but it's news alerts, live scores, stats, real-time chats with others, and you can win real money. So make sure you check out the #1 sports app today and try it out for yourself. Use promo code HMA and you'll get up to $100 match on your first deposit. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. So check out the Sleeper app today. We are so excited to have them with us this season.